Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's me, Scudog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. Another Football Manager stream. That's like 3 in a week. It's crazy stuff. Thank you for joining us. We're going to get straight into this. Last time out, we won several games, and then we got thumped 5-0 by the young Ajax team. And they put us in our place, well and truly. And as you can see on the screen right now, our players were embarrassed by it. That's not it. Hold on. As you can see on the screen right now, our players were embarrassed by it. They've agreed to personally refund anyone who brought a ticket, which totals a total of 1.5k. And we were, quite frankly, embarrassed by it. So are they going to repay me? I don't know. But let's have a little look. We've gone in. Now, interestingly, I've gone and put in some loan offers. We have an affiliate deal with Juventus. So if we come down here and look at our affiliates, we can see Juventus, Barnsley, Ostend, and Thun. I haven't even looked at Thun's players. Wonder if they're any good or not. Probably not. So we went to Juventus, obviously. You know, they're the ones that make the most sense. And we had a look at their B team, and we filtered by average and age and all sorts of other things to see if we could find the best players. And we put in a bid for this fella who we know nothing about on loan, which has been accepted. Know nothing about him whatsoever. Genuinely nothing other than he's got a rating of 7.12 and can play in the middle of the park. And we put in a bid for this fella who's a defensive midfielder. Know nothing about him either. But, you know, he's been playing all right for them. And that's it. That's all we know about him as well. So who knows if they're going to come in. You can see we've had offers accepted. We're just going to leave that with them. It wouldn't happen until start of the new year anyway. So, and we're not paying anything for them. So we can't really lose on this. But, you know, it is what it is. We'll just go in there, stick an offer in and see if they come to us. It might be a shorter stream today. I've got an absolute nightmare of a headache. So we've got Baron Etchia. We've got Baron Etchia on loan. 1st of January is happening. We're in November, so we're going to have to wait for that to happen. We can't even scout these players, or we can. Hello, Alex. We can't even scout these players because they're in Italy and our scouts aren't allowed to go that far. So we've got an affiliate club that we don't know anything about, which is quite an interesting one. And I'm too stingy to pay the 1.7k to go out there and find out. So, yeah, we'll just get these players in and then find out if they're any good. You know what I haven't even found out? What the loan rules are for our league. Does it tell us down here? Transfers. They've got a minimum wage. Interesting that they've got a minimum wage and not a maximum. Maximum 8 foreign-based players over the age of 22. A maximum of 8 players over the age of 22 allowed out on loan. Okay. So we know what we're dealing with here. Hopefully, I don't even know how many players we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that would be our maximum. I guess we can get rid of some of these. But we're looking to bounce back. Unfortunately, I think our bouncing back is the team who's in second. So that might not be a bouncing back. However, they've hit a little dip in form. So we'll see how it goes, I guess. Rich Ketting. Their attacking efficiency numbers are eye-catching. What does that even mean? What does this mean? This means they are aggressive. No, they're passive shooting, clinical shooting. Passive shooting, wasteful shooting. What the heck? They're right on this line. What does that mean? They're somewhere between clinical and passive and aggressive and clinical? I don't know. Okay. I think we're okay. So we're going to try and put in some offers, see how we get on, and then we're going to try and pin down our best players to contracts. I think that's the most important thing before January. We're still trying to get in our Senegalese trial midfielder, but maybe not as important now we've got a new defensive midfielder coming in. Again, I know nothing about him. He could be terrible. We've got some changes to make to our team. We're in 15th place. Can overtake as many as 4 teams, including fierce rivals Topos. Sounds like they should be Greek. Okay, what else have we got going on? Do we need to change our tactic? Probably. We are at home, however. I feel like I'm somewhere between our two tactics. I don't know if either of them work for it. Oh no, come on, another tight hamstring. I think he's our best player. Well, how are you today, Alex? I hope you're going well. Let's have a little go at you. I think you can turn up to... Oh, we can't. Oh, you're a loanee. Oh, trialee. Can we offer you a contract yet? Nope. You're not training particularly well either. We can have a go at you. Warm player. Training development. Point finger. Yeah. I think you've been training very well lately. Okay, good. And we'll praise you. Keep you all good. Okay. Well. There are rivals. I wonder what if they're any good. Okay. Straight into this. Rightio. Should we just get on with it? Yeah, thanks. Sorry, mate. I know I said I was going to put up a thing, but I completely forgot, and then I wasn't sure if I was streaming or not. I was saying I've got a splitting headache, so much so I had to turn the light off that was shining on me just because my head is killing me. But you know, I thought let's try and if I'm going to stream, let's try and make it regular. So there we go. Eye-catching performance. Did Wells? Grad Wells. What was so eye-catching about it, I wonder? I mean, they don't seem to think he's going to be great. Okay, VVV Venlo, here we come. Second in the league versus 15th in the league. We are at home. Do we go 1 or 2? That's the question. Verbeek would be playing, although he's not great in terms of fitness, nor are you. Starting to get some injuries, not a fan. Okay. I think this is the approach we take. Here we go. Wish us luck. Here we go. We need to bounce back with a win. I'll even take a draw if I'm honest. Okay. Much better performance we want to see. Here we go. Big game. Big game. VV Venlo. After a 5-0 drubbing, we need to bounce back. I do worry about our high defensive line. And our rampaging goalkeeper, apparently. Where was he going? Oh, here we go. Alex, I had a penguin before I started. What's a penguin's favourite ice cream flavour? Pistachio. Okay, good. Right. 25 minutes gone. We've done absolutely chuffle. We do have a free kick. It's somewhat floated to nobody. Let's Let's expect more from those sorts of scenarios, shall we? We haven't done anything with our set pieces, so maybe that's my own fault. Van der Vinden is in the box. Put the ball across. It's headed out to Campagnon. Riccio. Oh, come on, boys. Is that really what we needed to do? Fistachio, like pistachio. Pistachio? Not pistachio. It's a good one, that, right? Okay. Van der Vinden into Cordoba. Can he square it? Please square it. Why didn't you square it? Goal. Oh, Muller, what are you doing? How did that not go in? This time, Muller. No. How did we not score there? First off, Cordoba, why are you not squaring the ball? Second off, Muller, what was that? Why was it travelling so slowly when you kicked it? Oh no. The high line. Offside? Phew. Can you believe that? Can you genuinely... Oh, look, there's the offside trap working to perfection. Glad we saw that. Cordoba. Halovic. They are trying to put some pressure on the ball. Luckily, we're a dynamic passing team. Oh, Muller's won a header to no one. That's what we like to see. Oh no. Oh no. This time we're not getting away with it. High defensive line coming back to bite us in the backside again. To be honest, I don't know if I know any other way of playing, in all honesty. So we might just have to stick this one out. I tell you what, I am tempted. In our tactic, we play with two defensive midfielders. I'm tempted. No, I don't normally do this in Football Manager. I quite like symmetry. Symmetries. No, I quite like symmetry. So I'm tempted to move one of our midfielders into central midfield in the other tactic. So we've got sort of someone covering that space in the middle. I don't often do it. You know, I like to have two midfielders side by side. But I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. Cordoba this time. Come on. Oh, why are we so poor in front of goal? Why? Why is that a thing? Zimmer. Oh no, not another ball over the top. It is. Ooh. Don't concede another one, boys. At least if we get to half-time without conceding another, we have a chance. Oh no. Ooh. I struggle with how open we are, but I don't know any other way of playing. I mean, I wonder if we're playing Muller, if we should be playing two up top. But we don't really have another striker, so it's all a bit irrelevant. Oh, the whistle. Ref, let's get in for half-time. Okay. I mean, I don't think we've done too badly. I think we're a little bit unfortunate. No one else seems to agree with me, though. Anyone who we need to take off? You're having a bit of a stinker. Let's just get the second half underway. Okay. Oh, what is that? I was out earlier today and I was listening to the radio and I had TalkSport on, and they were talking about another conference that happened in Qatar just before. Oh, boys. You know where I said keep doing what you're doing, you'll be fine? I lied. Do better. Yeah, the chief of FIFA or whoever it was came out and said, well, he didn't come out, and did a press conference which was kind of like a bit of an attack on everyone else rather than FIFA, which seems a bit weird. You know, I mean, they made their choice, right? Molla, we need this. Get in. We're back on track. Come on, boys. We're gonna have to make a change for our centre half. He's been dire all game. Okay. Look at that, a little dink up, and then on the volley just slides it through the keeper's legs, I think. Ironically, it was our centre half who played that pass through to our striker. Our other centre half is now knackered as well. Someone win this, please. Thank you. What is our fullback doing? That's twice he's tried to run with the ball and just lost it. What's a centre half? Centre half is another old school term for centre back. Central defender. Don't really know why it's called a centre half, but it is. Yeah. I'm not sure where the phrase comes. Not again, boys. Don't know what to say on that. That was, there's a terrible robot impression. That was dire. I mean, this fella is pretty young actually, and looks like he could be really good, Della Valle, but or Della Vale, I'm not sure, but that was poor. Yeah, the high line is really bringing us unstuck. However, I feel like the high line was part of our game in the other games we played against the poorer team. So I wonder if it's just that we're playing a good team in this league. But yeah, I think we need to tweak the tactic. I'm just not sure how right now. What I can tell you is I don't think this is working. Good save, Keeps. And we'll bring on our other terrible centre-half for the rest of this game, shall we? Yeah, I mean, we've got a second tactic, which is a bit more defensive and is slightly lower in terms of our high line. But if we want to play a pressing game, we have to have a fairly high line, right? I mean, I guess we could let them just push into our half and then press. But my concern with that is I think the best way we can score goals is to have players win the ball back high up the pitch. Because genuinely I think we're pretty poor with the ball. I don't think we're great. So yeah, I don't quite know where we go from here. I think we're still learning about this team. I think we've got some okay footballers, but I just don't know if they're skilled enough to be able to dominate possession and play their way through teams, which is kind of why we've gone with a high line pressing to win the ball back and then a direct passing to try and get in behind. But it doesn't seem to be working in the last couple of games. But that being said, we went 5 on the bounce winning, right? So maybe we just play this little... I feel like in Football Manager, it's very easy to try and readjust every time something goes wrong, and then you get further and further away from the... What the heck is this? What was that? What was that? Also, we are trying to get back into we're trying to get our players familiar with this tactic. So, I think some of the things we see will just be down to, I don't know where I'm meant to be. I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. But the high line thing is a problem when you've got slow centre halves, right? And I think, yeah, I agree with you. I agree that trying to figure out a way to play against other teams is important. But I'm also a firm believer that as a football team, you should have your identity, and that's the way we play. I think when you look at the good teams, and maybe that's because they've got the money and they can buy the players to play that way, When you got the good team, you say this is how we're going to set our stall, and then you go and play against other teams. When it's you versus them, we're not really that worried about what you're doing. You make tweaks as you go, obviously. We're not worried about what you're doing. The important thing is what we're doing, and we're doing it well. When you look at the good teams over the years, that's how they play, and that's kind of in my head. But I appreciate that where we are is miles from that. Look how knackered our team is. We're miles from that, and I think we need to reevaluate what are our strengths, what are our weaknesses, and then go for it. And I think playing this tactic over the last couple of games has highlighted playing with an attacking midfielder and 2 defensive centre halves doesn't make us very solid. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got short defence, you've got decisions to make. Similarly, if you've got a slow defence, you probably need to play a deeper back line. But as I say, I think from our point of view, I think maybe we were misled in the first 5-6 games where we won them. I think if we had slipped up in some of those games, would have addressed those things earlier. But because it was going well, we've just gone, well, let's stick with what's working. Now it's not working. But we did play an Ajax team which had some players worth 20, 30 million in, and the team in second. So far from pleased with that result. You were our best player, but I'm not worried about it. Well, I appreciate it. And I you know what, I think over the years in Football Manager, I've always done the same thing. And I think if what they said this year is true, which is there's better AI, which I think is debatable, if what they said is true, then probably doing the same thing is going to be less successful, right? Because things are going to change with the other teams. But I love the fact we don't do any press conferences already. They're just so annoying. Okay. But I think having a look at our tactics probably isn't the worst shout, because ultimately it's not really working. So we were playing attacking. Let's jump to this one, because I think this is probably the better tactic for us. This one is very aggressive, and as I said right at the very beginning of all of this, is I think the best way for us to get out of the position we're in, which was bottom, is to go and attack. This may be too much attack. So if we brought you back, and then let's have a look at what we're doing. If we went positive and then look at what we're doing here, we're saying we want to be wide, and I still agree with that. Don't know if we want to be that wide. Do we go for a more possession-based game? Because I think when you look at our first team, and our midfielders and stuff, like Moulders isn't great at passing. Halovic is okay. I don't feel like we've got great players to play a particular possession game. I might be wrong. So the question is, do we do something like this? Yeah, let's have a think about how we want to play. Then we'll think about the players we've got. Then we'll figure out what we've got to get people in. Because I think that's the other thing. We haven't really looked at recruitment. And I think bringing in players, obviously, who are better is great, but finding ones that are going to play the way we want to play. At the moment, I'm just not sure how we want to play. Because one of the things I was thinking is, if we come back to this, I was thinking maybe we could have our previous tactic was like this. Maybe we could have something like this, so we're filling up some of the spaces in the in the formation. So we we are covering some of the gaps, but we weren't particularly solid here. But I don't know how dangerous they were in these sorts of areas. We can see here that we've just got no coverage in those areas, whereas bringing these guys forward alleviates some of that. I just don't know. I genuinely don't know. I also don't know what to do with this. I haven't done anything with it at all. And I think one of the problems with this as well is that this is based on 15 games or whatever it is, and we only have played 5 or 6 of those. So yeah, it's difficult to know kind of if this is changed based on a different way of playing. We did not complete many passes last match. And I think this is the other thing. I think we were as genuinely as good as our opposition. We just didn't take our chances. If we'd have scored that first one, we'd have been in a better place. Last match momentum. See, and this is the thing, right? Is we were well and truly in charge until here, and then it all went a bit pear-shaped. What's a polygon? Oh, this is what we were looking at before. Okay, fair enough. So this is with our high line where we're winning the ball back. I mean, we're not winning it back really until they're in our half anyway. So maybe the answer is a drop defensive line. Maybe. If we're not winning the ball back until here, then what's the point of trying to push here? I mean, we have won it back here, obviously, but not as much as we maybe would want. But then we wouldn't expect to win it back as much. I don't know what's a good comparison for a high pressing team. About possession lost. Yeah, this is a concern, right? Basically, we lose the ball in exactly the same places we win the ball. That's awkward. And I think that goes... I think, deep down, without looking at all this stuff, I think we've got to the same point, is that we know our midfielders aren't up to it. And therefore, we need to do something about that. And I think we without really looking at all of this stuff, we identified that our midfielders aren't great with the ball. They're better at running with it than they are anything else. Oh, we've already looked at that one. Okay. What have we got going on here? Scatter graph this season, midfielders passing. I don't really know what this shows me. So we're middle of the park for passing accurately. The other thing we haven't done, and maybe we should do, is focus on our individual Focus on our individual players' roles. That's something we haven't done. You know, like we've said, all of you run with the ball more. Really, what we should be doing is saying you as an individual run with the ball more because you're better at doing it. So where am I going for those, Alex? Is that in 2021? Wowza. See, because I feel like some of this has changed. I feel like there used to be a lot of options off here, and I don't know where they've gone. Is that in here, maybe? Yeah, I think that's what I was looking at. This is us. This is quite interesting in itself, right? Clear cut chances for against 0. What? I feel like Football Manager's just got way too much info in for me anymore to take seriously. Stat pack. What does this tell us? What's under the team drop down in? You mean in data? We've got these. So we've got team performance, which is what we were just looking at. We've got analyst report, which is this. And we've got shots, which is, well, I mean, I think this tells its own story, right? 9% of our shots are hitting someone in row Z in this corner, and 8% are in this corner. Yeah, I'm sure it's around, but I think this is the problem. They've kind of gone to say, well, let's make this really stat heavy, and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore. I think we just need to. I think we need to pick out our. I feel like there used to be stuff under here, but I might be wrong. Yeah, well, I was going to say I thought it used to be under this, but I can't see that it is anymore. I think that this is something they've changed, but I don't know where. We do have this, which is kind of our best 11 report. So obviously this is playing a different tactic to what we've said we'll play, but this is kind of showing that this is often when I really boil it down, this is what I tend to use. So squad, there is no analyst report under squad. Data hub, analyst report, but I can't see that this is giving me any more than I already know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's focus on our tactics. I think that's key. I'm sure if we go and look at our midfielders, I don't think Moulders is really up to it. His vision is pretty good if we can get him in positions, but then he can't pass the ball there. His dribbling's not great. I don't feel like he's got anything here that's really going to help us, which is unfortunate. Halovic is our kind of defensive midfielder, but he is probably better at threading those passes through, ironically, as a deep line playmaker than anything else. So I think we come back to something like this. And this would be Halovic. And we'd have you as a deep line playmaker. I think we bring it down to positive rather than be so attacking. In transition, out of possession, we're going to bring this defensive line down and we're not going to engage until about here. We can turn this off because we don't care. We're going to trigger the press more often. We're going to try and be less aggressive on it. Does bring down the intensity a little bit. Defensive line, drop off more, set up more. I don't think we want either of those. Trap inside. Trap inside brings them inside where we've got more bodies. Trap outside means we're better at defending those situations, but you're 6'2", your heading and jumping reach is pretty good. You're 6'4", your heading and jumping reach is pretty good. So maybe forcing them down the outside. I mean, I don't know what, if you don't choose one of these, I don't really know. I don't really know what they do. When they are in our half, we want to attack. That's the key here. In transition, when possession has been lost, we want to regroup. When possession has been won, we want to try and counter. I feel like some of our players are fairly quick. I don't mind what our goalie does, but I think distributing to the fullbacks is probably what we want, right? Okay, and then in possession, we want to stay fairly wide. We'll put it on mixed crosses. Focusing down the wing, play out of defence. I'm going to put it on slightly shorter. I'm going to bring our tempo down slightly. I'm going to turn off run at the defence. And I'm going to say be more expressive. Okay. We've got a whole new tactic. This is kind of the same as this tactic. Okay, good. Good. Let's just see how that plays out for us. When's our next game? 21 days. Nice. So now what do we do? What do we do for 21 days? I do feel like having you in would be good for us. Apart from the pace part. But you're not keen anymore. Okay. Let's keep going. It's a real tough one. I feel like we... Oops, let's have a look at this. Let's get you back down to the under 18s. We'll keep you on the bench here. I mean, I feel like we've got to get rid of some of these players as well, look. Yeah, we've got 4 right backs. 2 of them on loan, granted. 4 left backs. Again, I think our midfielder is the key to all of this. Let's go to scouting. Let's go recruitment focus. Create a recruitment focus. I think we want a midfielder. I think we want someone who's at least 2.5 stars with the potential to be, let's say, 3.5 stars, up to 28 years old. We'll make it a top priority. Best suited to this role. That's not necessarily what I want. How do I change this? Oh, I see. I feel like a box-to-box midfielder could be good. Let's try that to begin with. Okay, good. I mean, we've got 20 days to do something and I don't know what to do in it. Can we go on a warm weather training camp? Is that something we can do? So we are focusing on things like match tactics and that. I never know. A wing play I feel is good because we are trying to tell our boys to be wider. So I don't think that's a problem. Let's just check out the scouting stuff and see if we've got any options here that really stand out. I do feel like another new centre half would be massive for us. Your marking's not great. You're 5'11". You're probably not the one for us, right? Wow. Look at the attacking stats on you. I know you're a defender, but wow. Some of those are absolutely woeful. Okay. I mean, I guess we could look for players that do cost money, but we haven't got a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we do. Morale is not great. How do we boost morale? From my experience, team meetings are not the way to boost morale. Let's attend this meeting. Roos has been very clear beneficiary of my mentoring group. Very nice to see. Good. Well, how do I change this? They don't like me. What do you want me to do? Okay, I got some good young players. Fair enough. I don't think we want any of those. I don't think we want directors of football and stuff right now. Maybe in the future. Okay. Do we want to try and... Hold on, what happened here? You're going to come in as well. So we're going to have 2 new players that we don't know anything about coming to join us. But maybe, just maybe, they can make us better. Okay. England and the USA. Drew? Let's just come back into our scouting here. These are our recommendations. I don't really know how we get these into an order that we can look at easily. Because we know some of these players will never ever come to us. Maybe our best approach is just to buy a goal scorer and say, look, shoot our way out of trouble. So these are our scouted players. This is the player we didn't sign and maybe should have done. We pulled the plug. Edit search. Midfielders. What have you got for us? So this is one of the players that we just played against. And as we can see, and I think this is some of the other problem, considerably better than we are. This is one of our rivals players. Considerably better than we are. What about you? A 28-year-old Brazilian can play in the center of the park. I like the look of them. Passing, vision, aggression, bravery. Now, this is what we're talking about, right? Never, ever going to want to come to us. I mean, he'll want to come, but he'll want like $4,000, right? I don't really want to pay 2K on just one player. But what do we think? I mean, it also goes against our signing potential, and his stats don't look great from the last few years. Let's compare him with the player that probably would lose his place, which is Moulders. I mean, this says a fair amount to me. However, not really that attacking, not really that technical. But I don't rate Moulders, not even a little bit, as far as I can tell. I'm not a fan of Moulders. I don't know how Moulders can be a right back. He's got bravery of like 2. I don't think Jonathan Lucker is that bad. Let's just see who else is on this list. But Lucker is a potential. We were going to sign you, right? As you're a defensive midfielder, granted. I mean, your physical stats are great. Composure isn't fantastic, but being this brave and strong is something I think we might be missing. Tackling isn't great. Any thoughts? Any thoughts on Jonathan Lucker? I mean, we do see him as a better midfielder than pretty much all of our midfielders. Jonathan Lucker. Yeah, I mean, his physicals and his mentals look pretty good to me in comparison to our boy Moulders. This is the player we were going to sign. Yeah, I think he might be in with a shout. My only concern is he wants a lot of money, and I don't think I can pay him that. Oh God. Straight off to we don't want to pay you the money you're asking for. Okay, you score a goal, you get a bonus. How about that? Get an assist, you get a bonus. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. Not sure how happy I am with that, but you know what? We need fresh blood, right? We need fresh blood. We definitely need someone who can create chances. We obviously need to do something with our defensive line. And we have got 2 midfielders coming in, so maybe we should have been looking for a centre-back. But, we've got 2 midfielders coming in that we know nothing about. Yeah, and this sort of comes back as to why we're losing to teams like Ajax, right? They had a team full of those sorts of players. He wasn't even the best player in their team. A performance analyst is about to sign for us. Okay. Congratulations. Welcome aboard. Okay. Oh no, we got like 18 days to the next game. I don't like that all of our players are getting injured though. Maybe we should tweak our training a little bit. We should go and have a little look a bit later down the line at our individual roles for each player. Get into a bit more detail about each player and say, well, what can we change here? But let's get players in first. Or at least one player in. I can't believe we've got 20 days before our next game. Telstar, who are bottom of the league. Oh, I like this, like steel plating design. That's pretty nice. I don't know why it is. The best thing about this game so far has been me seeing the new kits. until you get to the Premier League, obviously. You're damn right it's your fault. Okay. I do need to try and win the players over. The only way I know how to do that is by winning games. We probably should go tweak our training. Yeah, I was about to say we probably should go tweak our training to put some sort of teamwork stuff in and some extracurricular stuff. Yeah, I was going to say I think that's in here, right? And we go to the calendar. And then in here we say, you know what? On a Tuesday evening or afternoon, you can go and do team bonding. And over here you can do there we go. We'll just do something like that. Oh, I guess we should put it in over Christmas, right? Go and visit hospitals and stuff. Give out Christmas presents. I always wonder what happens when, you know, like footballers go into like children's hospitals and they oh, come on. We'll adjust the budget. We're doing it. We're signing him. When they go to hospitals and they like giving out presents to kids, and then the kids are like Everton fans if you're a Liverpool player who goes in. Okay, we're going to send you on a language course. We're going to ask you to welcome into the club, as long as that's not too much to ask. Obviously, I know you got wound up earlier. And then let's have a little look at you. So this is our new midfielder. Well, there we go. Okay, let's get you changed back to fullbacks and bring you back a little bit, I think. Okay. We'll rely on our attacking players to do the attacking for us. His wage is really high. How high is his wage? 775 quid. £850. We'll have a think about that in a second. Okay, let's end the meeting. Let's just get to the next game. 13 days away. Okay, we can attend our press conference. Here we go. What does it mean to have signed Jonathan Lucker? Sounds a really good opportunity. We hope that Lucker will be a big part in our success. Certainly hope he can make a big contribution. One player can sometimes prove the difference between winning and losing. That's the aim. What impact do you think it'll have on the other players? Provide a boost to everyone. Best position, midfielder. Okay, good. Welcome back. Okay, good. Do we do a team meeting? That's the question here. Do we do a team meeting? I feel like the answer to that question is no. Never goes well. Oh, 5 weeks to 2 months. Ugh. That is rough. Okay. Our team bonding is about to happen. What's the bet they all have a big fight? They'll get in an argument with me, and I bet what happens is we end up going bowling, and I show them all up, and they're all embarrassed, and now they hate me even more. We just signed Jonathan Lucker. So we've got some players who are high risk because of low match sharpness. Yeah, Jonathan Lucker has just signed for us. I wonder if we should have put a friendly in the middle of this 3-week window where we haven't got any football. Do you think we should do that? It's a bit late now. Anyone want a friendly here on Friday? Anyone want a friendly on Friday? What about Saturday? I mean, we could get a fee in. We can have a friendly against our local rivals. Yeah, my concern is if we pick a very small reputation team and then we don't beat them, you know, what do we do then? Yeah, you're going to cost £105. Yes, we'll take you. Come on in. Come and have a friendly. This is what we signed him for, right? Lucker, he's come in. He's our one signing, and he's come in to do our work for us. He's laid one on Dylan Ryan straight away. Love that. I guess that's what you get when you have someone with 18 and 19 bravery and aggression, you know. Love that. Okay. Oof. Rightio. Friendly coming up. Best attacking monthly performance analysis. Okay. Okay, here we go. Let's keep going. We've got our friendly against SV Leonez, maybe. And then we're up against Telstar. Hopefully we don't get any injuries in here. Okay, monthly board review, B-. Pleased with your management of the team. The board are pleased with your progress in realising the club vision. The board are satisfied with the recent results. The board are looking forward to seeing how you perform in the transfer market. Happy with the Gegenpress style. That might have changed somewhat. Particularly pleased with the number of goals scored. Our board are disappointed with the dressing room atmosphere and a lack of support from your squad. We have to do something to address that. Fans are pleased with the work being done. Satisfied with the recent results. You can see how it's in the transfer market. Number of goals scored, fans are satisfied. We'll change to a more defensive formation, so we're going to annoy them there. Recruitment meeting. I'm going to attend this, although I don't really know the point anymore because we've just got. You know what? Skip to expiring contract. Skip to. I'm gonna pass this for now. Now isn't the time for it. I think it's more important that we do need to have a look at expiring contracts and fairly soon. What was I doing? I was gonna do this, which might be the stupidest thing I've done. As far as I am aware, this always goes badly. They are currently expressionless, which is a little bit of a concern. The recent spell of form is perfect platform for us to take to the next game. See, if I'd have done this 2 weeks ago, it would have been, or a month ago, it would have been fine. Been playing really well lately, and I'm delighted with how things are going. Keep up the good work. Look, I know it's not been easy recently. I don't think I can do this. Don't let the last result affect you too much. Put it behind you. I mean, the result before that was pretty poor. I guess I have to try something, right? Oh, God. Shit. Well, that went well. Oh, God. All right, let's just hope beating these nobodies is what wins this round. Team meetings are ridiculous. They're always a nightmare. They're always a nightmare because you just never know. Will you pull your finger out and do some bloody training? I'm not going to praise you again. Everyone will think we've got something going on. Right, okay. Serrano progress. Moulders. Fine, whatever. Hasn't got any better at bravery anyway. Okay. The only thing that's going to get our morale turned around is them winning games. More sports scientists coming in. Good. We'll just spend all our money on those, shall we? Okay. Here we go. We need Banging in the goals over here. "12 in progress." Okay, let's just keep going. You're injured, so we're gonna have to put. Where's whatever his name is? What's his name? Muller over here. We want you in here. Let's get Moulders on there. You on there. I guess you on there. That's fine, right? No, you're knackered, so let's swap you around with you. Okay, so this is our team. I don't think we're going to make any changes to this. This is our team, our first choice team. The only thing we've changed is we've got you as an advanced forward, you as a winger, you as an inverted winger to cut inside, you as a box-to-box midfielder, you as an attacking playmaker. Stamina is all right. Good. And then everything else is the same, right? Here we go. Here we go. I mean, we obviously should be winning this game. They do not seem happy with me. I like the fact that I could lose my job just because the players don't like us. Not that we've somewhat turned things around. Although it only took like 4 wins to turn things around, and then we've had 2 massive defeats on the bounce. Okay, let's get going. Looking to shake off the cobwebs and put the last 2 games behind us. Where are our whole midfield going, look? Glad we're not playing that high line anymore. Van Grunsven, you're next on the chopping block, I think, mate. Oh, the other thing we did is we turned our fullbacks off from overlapping, really. I mean, this fullback is pretty high up the pitch. But we turned them down a bit just so we didn't have a full gung-ho approach of getting everyone in the box. I mean, that was a tad too easy, right? But this really is the only way I can see us getting morale back up, which is pummeling a few teams. Halovic. Easy save for the keeper. Arts. Referee. That's disgusting. I still haven't done anything with the set pieces. Need to do that. Okay. Deep ball in. Halovic is there. It's got to be. It is. This is what we needed, right? A big old thumping at home. Oh no. What's the bet they come back and equalise? Cordoba. He is a winger. He should just run down that wing and cross it, right? Or not. There's the man, the new man. The pass inside. Ooh. What was that? Why did he try and kick it? I would absolutely take a 6-0 plus winning of this game just to build up the confidence. I'm questioning our right back's judgment. I am somewhat confused by his lack of reading the game. Oh, hello. Hello. That's exactly why we've got him in the team, right? That's a relatively good sign, although I don't think we're going to get that much time and space in the league we play in. That's a relatively good sign. Look at this. An actual forward pass that is inch perfect. Promising. Did well just to turn his run on inside. What I don't understand is the lines in this game. Why are the lines the wrong colour? Van der Steen loves bringing the ball out. He loves it. He can't get enough of it. I don't think we need the Olays. And a team of nobodies. I don't think we need the Olays, boys. There we go again. There's the danger man. Fires it out wide. Perfectly weighted pass. Love that. Oh, isn't it alright football though? Hanach? Hanich. Fair enough. Hurrah! Okay. We might need to speed this up a little bit, boys. We don't need to see that again. Ooh, another free kick. Whipped in. Luca's there. Ooh. The wingers had swapped sides for that free kick. I like that. Alovic. Free kick. It's another. I wonder what impact this is going to have on morale, if any. Or if they'll come back saying, why did you make us play against these nobodies? Oh, hello. A little bit concerning about the set pieces there. Well. Won't mind if he steps up and does that in an actual game. Questions around the goalkeeper? You meant +6 this half, right? Ooh. Defending to do. They've got a lot of men on the edge of the box. He's not going to use them. He's going to run completely around our fullback. What celebration was that? What's our fault? I know we haven't got to stop crosses on. I don't know what he was doing. I think he was in that area of I don't know what to do. Am I stopping the cross or not? And then he didn't cross. And then he did cross. For a team without a particularly high defensive line, we've got quite a high defensive line, right? Oh, Mollers in again. Ooh, blazed into the empty stand. Good work, boys. Oh, they all look pretty happy. Do I make changes? I feel like I do. I want people... ready for the next game. You know what? You can come on. Yeah, no, so do I. I feel like we can keep some of these players on, but for the most, we'll make more changes a bit later. But I just don't want us to lose the second half and end up with a worse morale than when we started. I mean, we have got a week to recover after this, so we should be fine. Nice that. Here goes Hamauti to Verbeek. Beat his man. He should be pulling that back. He hasn't, but Reguin has scored. Nice. I mean, it was awful, really. There was no cutback, and the finish almost got blocked, but somehow it went in. Right, let's get you off for you. Get the rest of the team off as well. Perfect. Mass with the ball. Oh, nice little ball inside and a tidy little finish. Is he onside? He is. Nice. Again, not great marking or closing down. Paolo Di Canio-esque volley. Like that. That Paolo Di Canio goal was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, hello. Chance for Zella to run round our defence. I'm not sure what he's doing. I think he thinks he's Michael Flatley. You know what I quite like seeing nowadays? When you used to look at international football, or sort of European football, it used to be that you never saw any British players in any other teams. Every British player was in the UK, apart from those that have been of sufficient quality to then move abroad. So I guess your big top players, your Gazzers and your those sorts of players who have gone on to make it, your Gary Linekers, those kind of era of player. Whereas now you go and look at random teams and they'll have a Scotsman in their youth teams, where you're like, how has that happened? There's no reason why it shouldn't happen, obviously, with this day and age with people travelling for work and all the rest of those things. But it's just, you always see now like a very traditional Scottish name, and they might be Dutch. They might be that they've just moved to Holland, been born in Holland, and they're classed as Dutch. But you just see it more often. It is quite interesting. Oh boys, come on! It is quite interesting that now you just see it. I guess because people can move around the country much easier. Yeah, absolutely. Bellingham. I guess some of it will just simply be because we are much more professional at being footballers now, whereas in the past we were always well and truly behind the European nations. You'd have English players sitting there having a beer and a cigarette, and you'd have European players who never drink. And it was much more professional. Whereas now, because all of those things are professional from the get-go for young players, even if they don't make it at our clubs, there is a chance that other teams can take them on. But also, I guess it's just easier to travel around the world now, right? Whereas jobs used to be, you're English, you have a job in England now, or America or another English-speaking country. Now you can still go to a country that English isn't necessarily the first language. You have to have an African striker in your team if you want to succeed. Maybe at some point you can get that. I'll keep an eye out. We'll send one of our scouts off to Africa to see what we can find. Bonus points if his name has the word Toto in. It's an interesting concept that you have to have an African striker in to succeed. Yeah, I get how he's had them, but there's been plenty of teams that have succeeded without an African striker. I think what he really means by that statement is you have to have a good striker. You have to have a good striker to succeed, right? I think is what he's actually saying. But he's Mourinho, so he goes for the clicks. What is happening here? Where are our team? Ooh. There's Sej. Not sure that's... Oh my goodness. How do you hit the crossbar of the post from a yard away? Yeah, it's an interesting one, right? I think the problem being, I know it sounds ridiculous and Man City fans would disagree, but a cup competition is easier to win, right, than a league competition. Because you just have to beat a team once, maybe twice in the Champions League, with a knockout, with a two-leg approach. But you don't even have to necessarily beat them twice. You can beat them once and then hold out, right? So it's easier to win a cup competition. Look at Liverpool in 2005. There is no way that team should have been in the final, let alone be coming back from 3-0 down against AC Milan with the team that they had. When you think that Jimmy Traore was in that team, it's one of those. But I guess from our point of view, it's far easier to win 7 games than it is to win 40 games, or however many games you have to win the Champions League. Right, we need to outstretch arms this. We need to say, comprehensive, you've blown them away. Look how happy they all look. Look how happy they look. Are we going to see the benefits of that is the question. We still conceded 2 goals, which worries me. But where's morale? Is morale not on here? Oh, here it is. Okay, I mean, it's had an impact. Had an impact. Milan Barros, you know what? I think Milan Barros was a fantastic goal scorer. Stevie G obviously was one of, in my opinion, is if you take away the players like Messi, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, I think Steven Gerrard is in one of the all-time greatest midfielders, if not probably the best ever all-round player that I've seen in terms of being able to do anything on a pitch. In that Champions League final, when we got it back to 3-3, Steven Gerrard played right back, and he was by far the best right back I've ever seen. And that kind of goes to show that he could do anything on a pitch. But yeah, some of the other players, Igor Biscan was in that. Antonio Nunes was in that winning team. So it had some fantastic players. I mean, Alonso, incredible footballer. Sami Hyypiä, fantastic. But some of the others. One thing that always sticks with me in that whole match is John Arnorisa, one of the greatest left foots of all time. Why didn't he just smash his penalty? Why didn't he just run up and absolutely lever it when you've got a foot like that? Okay, what have we got going on here? I think the next thing we need, if we could find one, is a centre-half. I want to get this next game out of the way. Then I want to look at contracts. Then I want to see if I can ship some players out. We'll just have the summary, thank you. Okay. Telstar, 20th place. If we ever were going to get a game where we could bounce back, it's going to be this one, right? What was his name? Cinema Pongole. Florence Cinema Pongole. He was in that team, I think. I always think back, obviously I didn't go to that game. I always think back about the people who left at half time and what they thought. Spend all that money to go to Turkey to see your team get absolutely trounced in the first half, and then find out that once you get back to your hotel room or whatever else, to find out that they're free. Can you imagine? Okay. Telstar, and then we've got Hellman Sport, who I think are 6th, it said. Are you any good? Not really. Not convinced you're better than our next weakest centre half. Whatever his name is. Gravid, what's his name? Where is he? I thought he was Gravison, but is that his first name? What's his surname? Down here. Grunsven, that's it. Are you better than this fella? Yes, you are. Not only better at defending, mind, better in the air, better physically. Okay, we'll bear that in mind. I mean, you... Is a strong boy. About the same pace. Okay, we'll come and look for a centre-half, but a little bit concerned about our wage situation, so we need to get rid of some players to bring in new players, I think. We'll do this game, then we'll see how it goes, and then we'll think about renewing contracts and getting rid of players on too high wages with January coming up. Okay. What are you doing, Luca? You got here and you're not even training properly. Come on, man. Sort it out. Can you believe it? I think I'm putting Moulders back in the team. You got another thing coming, mate. He's on the bench for life. Okay. Get forward whenever possible. Nice. I do think we just need to create a new one, which needs to be like a centre half, 3 stars. Boom. Get out there and find me a centre half. I do quite like that rather than just being bombarded by 100 scouting reports every week that you don't read. Do prefer that. Okay. Expect the team to draw the next match, but believe we have a chance of sneaking a win. Hoping for sneaking a win. Oh, God. I'm hoping for a win. I expect a win, in fact. Come on, boys. This is big for us. This is a big game. I don't think we change the team, right? We stick with what we had. Anyone back fit? You're still injured. You're still injured. Moulders, you can go on the bench, I guess. I really wish the bench was better organised. Okay. So I think there's a few things here when we get better at, like marking, for example, we'll see a drastic improvement in the way we play. Does this mean they can play together or that they're forming a relationship? What does this yellow line mean? I always assumed it meant they're forming a relationship, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. This is our team. You need a number. You're obviously going to be number 25. 25 is a good one, right? There you go. Dotted line is bad. Well, super. I just always assumed that meant they were forming some kind of bond. I'm assuming it can get better, or does it mean you're always going to be crap playing together? I want to pick you up where you left off last time. You know what? Do we do the whole... No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Let's go do this. They got Seedorf playing for them. Oh no. Okay, come on, boys. We're in the blue, and off we go. Not really what we wanted from the start there, boys. pretty even in the first 20 minutes. We've got a booking, though. We don't look like we're creating a single thing. Our goalkeeper just confuses me. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Here's a question about our league. If one of the youth teams, you know, the young Ajax or whatever, finish top, does that mean the team who are second go up in their place? You know, and if all of the young teams finish right at the very top and they can't get promoted, is that a thing? Haven't really seen our midfield get hold of the ball yet. Don't worry, we've got a low defensive line. Shouldn't be any gaps in behind us. Here goes our goalie again. Oh, boy. You know when you just watch a team and you're like, I don't really see us having any idea of what we're trying to achieve. What's our goalkeeper doing standing on the penalty spot? Goalie, what are you doing? You know when you watch a team and you're just like, they don't know what they're trying to do on a football pitch. That's us, right? Genuinely, our players don't have a clue what they're meant to be doing. What I can tell you is I've not been impressed. Well. Seems fired up. Okay. I'm going to go balanced here. We did not look good in the first half. I wish we were playing that rubbish team again. Cordoba. Ooh, Seedorf is there. There's Luca. Chance. Smashes it. Oh, what a save. Nice. It's good to see someone actually make an effort at goal. Corner ball. Now a free kick. Muller might be offside if it goes to him. No, it hasn't. Agonizingly past the post. We've had a good start to this second half, which means they're about to score. Oh, hello. Throw in their half. Long ball across. Cordoba's going to get there, is he? Nope. Is this where we see it? That's the question. Oh, they're giving it away. Why take 17 touches there? I don't really understand it. Not sure that was the pass. Moulders might well be coming on. Run at him. Come on. Ball across. Straight to the keeper. We're looking a little bit more dangerous. That's the good news. Yeah, I think now we've made it a bit more solid. I think we can go more attacking, but I just wanted to, based on how the first half went, I wanted to make sure we were going to have some of the ball. I think we're going to make some changes in here, though. Tempted to change you for you, although I think you're rubbish. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Moulders. Win that challenge. I'm putting that down as a Moulders error, by the way. You can't be not winning that challenge there. It's a 50-50, man. Come on. God damn it. Well. Do something better, Moulders. That ball is on. Moller is there. Oh, come on. What happened to that highlight? I genuinely don't know what to say about that. I don't know if I've got any subs I can change that's going to change the game for us, really. Oh, hello. Moller has scored. We didn't see it. We were making changes. I would say it's what we deserve at the very least, but how the heck did that come about? Great finish. Great finish. Probably want to make one more change up here. You look absolutely shot to bits. I do wonder if we need to get our fullbacks involved a little bit more. 2 minutes to go. Well, it looks like we're going to get a draw. Or are we? Oh no. Or are we? Here comes the cross. Oh my goodness. Well. What do we tell the boys? I mean, I feel like we were the better team again. Certainly last game we were a better team in the first half. Our pass completion is not great. Luck I didn't really have the effect we wanted. Okay, I think maybe not what I actually agreed with, but I feel like whatever we had to say here was to get the players' morale up, because I think that's vital to what we're doing. Dog has a birthday to forget. Yeah, fair enough. We didn't really seem to find too much in this midfield role. Looks like they've all got clubs. 12 recommendations. Every single one of them has a team. Right, okay. Let's get out of this game. Let's go and have a look at contracts. Players who I think we need to figure out what we're doing with this. Like next season, I don't know what we're expecting. Let's not worry about that. Let's go and have a look at our squad. And we'll go to expires. And I think the easiest way to do this, right? You're gonna go back to Juve if that's where you're from, right? You're going back there. You're 24. Fringe player who could still improve. We're paying you £1,100 a week. Let's see if we can get it down a little bit. Okay, we're okay with that. Dylan Ryan, you look like you've got some potential. You look like you could be an okay left back, but I'm concerned that you haven't played any games for us. I'd really like you on less money. Okay, Dylan Ryan, you're going up for sale, I think. Offer the clubs. We're going to offer you out for... I don't know if anyone else does this. I always do it when their contracts come to an end. I always offer them out for nothing with a profit of next sale. I don't know if I'm the only one who does this. You. Van Bogar. So we seem to think you're going to be pretty good. So let's have a look at your current... You're not on much money. So let's see if we can... Fine, we'll discuss it with the agent. Just feels like that's an extra step. He isn't interested. Fine. Fine, I can answer that problem. It's not a big issue. We'll sell you for nothing with... You. Van Heddel. What's your current situation? £850 a week for a player we don't play. Admittedly, our fullbacks are all... I mean, you're our current fullback. I don't see how tying you down to another long contract is going to help us here. Definitely don't want to be paying you over 800 quid. Yeah, that ain't happening, mate. You're up for sale as well. We're having a clear out. Sven Roos, you're terrible. You're out the door, mate. 120 quid. Offer the clubs. Not even. We are having a clear out. Schmel, no shell. Shej. Shy. Well, I don't know how you say that. Let's get rid of him because I don't know how to say his name. Pretty rubbish, right? You can go for free. I hope these players won't be upset that I've put them all on the transfer list. Okay, you're done. Your contract is 2024, right? So we don't need to worry about you lot. Okay. Let's do the meeting. Start training, fine. Move on. That's not ideal. Oh, hello, look at this. Club support, manager support is average. Okay, nice. We've made a comeback. Okay, we'll play the next game. Let's just have a look at our finances and stuff. We're well over budget. Hopefully we can get rid of some of these players. Is there anyone else in our team that we just want to get rid of because they're crap? I mean, like, getting rid of you and promoting the other young goalkeeper is probably wise. What kind of money are you on? 210. Now, I know it doesn't really make too much difference, but you're not great. What about you? We do need to hold on to some of these players. Like, they seem to think that you are going to be pretty good, but you're pretty rubbish. I mean, like, for a 21-year-old, you're pretty dire. We should go and have a little look at our youth teams. Let's start here, shall we? Get you tied down to a contract just because they seem to think you're going to be good. We'll leave you on the amateur contract here. What about you? You don't look too bad. You're 21 years old. I'm going to offer you a contract just to... Okay. Yep, fine. Anyone else? I mean, these... I mean, it worries me that these guys aren't apparently far from first team action, but they just look terrible. I don't think these make any difference, really. Get these just tied down for now. We'll go with you as well. Okay, and then we've got these players who are all on a wage, who are not great. Let's get the old percentage of next sale on. No one's going to want any of these players, are they? Let's be honest. Nigel de Weird. Get him up for grabs. Rhino Gutierrez. Now that's a name. Rhino, his strength is pretty poor. It is getting better, but come on. With a name like Rhino, you've got to be better than that. What do we make of you? I like the weird, yeah. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? Do we think you're going to be anything? I don't think so. You You don't look great to me. You're 20 years old. I'd like to see that you're further along if you're 20 years old at that point, in all honesty. Okay. Anything else? You've got a contract. And a pretty rubbish. We're having a clear out. Okay, that's our clear. I didn't even look at the youngsters. We should probably just do that quickly as well, right? Just in case we've got a good youngster who tools on sale. Yep. We're having a clear out. What have we got? Oops. What have we got going on here? None that expire. You. What's the deal with you? We really want to play you in like a, or train you in like a. Let's get you under a contract if we can. You look like you could be pretty good in the long run. And I think we want you tied down as well, right? Not bad. I know these are all amateur contracts, but okay, good. Let's see if that helps with the wage bill, if anyone comes in for any of them. Hopefully we can get those two £800 players off the wages. I appreciate that's going to make us pretty weak for the rest of the season, but I think it's worthwhile doing to see if we can free up some no offers for 13 players. We got a little bit of time, so that's fine. Getting a goalkeeping coach in, fair enough. Under 18s. Our under 18s should be great with the amount of coaching they're getting. Why aren't we allowed any more coaches? Okay. Hellman Sport, they're in 8th. We're in 16th. I do feel like we need to tweak this slightly. Supporting wingbacks. Less worried about ball playing centre halves. Okay, and let's make you like a support rather than a full-out attack. Do we change you to something different, like target forward would probably be just as good? Although we're not really playing that way, but if you can hold the ball up, that'd be great. Do we want to hit early crosses? What's your crossing like? 9. What's your crossing like? 11. So let's go overlap this side and not this side. Maybe an underlap this side, get more people in the box. I mean, it's attacking again, but I feel like that's what we have to do. Let's see how that works for us. We'll be a little bit more aggressive. All of those players we put up for sale. These people want our goalkeeper. Let's see if any of them come. I mean, it's coming up to the transfer window, right? Let's see if any of them come up for them. We're up against Helmond. Here we go. So you want us to bring in him? You want us to bring in a different centre half? I'm not completely against that. Moulders has been performing well in training. Fair enough. You want us to drop Lucker? Okay. You want us to make a lot of changes. I don't know whether that's wise or not. I'm not completely against going with what the assistants say. In fact, in previous seasons, I've always gone with what the assistant says because they're hands-on, right? Who are you? Sven Roos. I don't really want you to stick around, so you consider it all you like. There you go. Congratulations. Chuffed. He's well chuffed, mate. In it. Well chuffed. Okay. New players or players committing to contracts, like that a lot. And here we go, away against Helmond. Let's quick pick. Moulders is in. Lucker has kept his place. Interesting that they didn't make the changes they want to make. Let's listen to what they say for once, shall we? Okay. Team selection. We're in. We're listening to what the assistant. If this goes wrong, it's not my fault. Interestingly. Okay. Here we go. Their form isn't great either. Hopefully have a chance. I don't think we have a chance, but I'm not feeling the confidence here. Nice. Three minutes in, they've got someone booked, and he's a centre half. Nice. Wow, 10 minutes in, they've got two people booked. 20 minutes in, nothing's happened at all. Literally nothing. Van der Vinden to Lucker. Cordoba. Back to Van der Vinden. We've got the overlap on. Are we about to see it? There's the cross. Moller. Ooh, that's better to see, right? A fullback getting forward and a cross getting in. Nice. We've had 33% of the possession. That is not good. Why have we had such little possession? Oh no. What are you doing? Well, this is going to be rough. Why is that so easy just to play that down the channel? Oh man, I don't know what to change. Why is everybody playing the old formation we used to play? Big old gap in our defence again, ball across the box. Yeah, the defence is not great. Good header. Just remember, this is the team that our assistant wanted to play. This is not my fault. Can someone please get a foot on the ball? Oh, come on. Expect to see a red card in this match. Well. You've been terrible, sort it out. That's all we've got to say, right? We don't have any other choice. I think we have to go attacking, right? And see. What is that? How does that help us? Uh-oh. Top corner. Top corner. Cancel this and go into tactics. I don't think this is helping us, mind you. Well. 2-0 down. We haven't really looked like scoring goals since we changed our tactic. We've somewhat hit a blip. Not a blip, just our actual form, I think. One goal gets us back into this game at least. Come on, boys. Win it back. Well done. Intriguing. The fact that we're all standing on the edge of their box, shouting towards their goalkeeper. What kind of performances we got coming on in here? Nothing particularly great. I don't think that makes us any more attacking, but interesting that half of our good players are not even on the bench. Let's encourage the boys, see if we can get anything out in those last 10 minutes. Okay. So I come from a town called Ipswich in East Anglia, so about an hour and a half away from London. At the moment I work from home, so but my office is fairly local as well. But we've got offices all over the place. So yeah, come on, please win that back. Get it. Play it to one of our players. Thank you. We've got 2 minutes of normal time to get back into this. That is not the way. That is not the way at all. Yeah. So the Ipswich saves are generally to do that. I'm not an Ipswich fan, but it's quite nice to see. Be nice to see them do relatively well. So at least if I did go to the football, I'd see some average football teams. But they've had a rough old time the last few years. Oh boys! Oh come on! Our defence is so poor. So poor. Goalkeeper saving this though. Ready? Okay, good. Chalk that up as another defeat, shall we? Now I don't know what we change. I mean, I question, since every team we play plays this tactic, do we go back to it? I mean, literally every team we play plays it. And beats us with it. Don't care how stressed you look, Moulders. You were crap. Okay. Assistant, we're not listening to you again. Out for 2 weeks. That's bad news. Moulders, the players indicated that he feels you're too harsh on the team. Moulders is an influential player. I tell you what I want to tell him. Why can't I tell him to do one? I think you're in denial about your role in this issue. Well, no, it wasn't an issue other than you think it was one. You know what? Fine. I think you're bluffing. You won't sell me over an argument. Well, Mr. Moulders. I don't think you've been listening to how much I dislike you. Yep. Good. I'm stamping my authority on this team. Moulders, you are out, son. You are absolutely 100% out. I don't care how unhappy you are, son, and how unhappy you make the rest of the team. No offers for you. What does that say? You're crap. You're absolutely crap, Moulders. Not the way to win their hearts, no, but I think sometimes you have to just put your foot down and say, no, this is how it's going to be. We've got someone wanting one of our players on loan. We don't really play you, right? Should we play you possibly? I mean, you're down here though, right? Future additional clauses. So they want to buy percentage of profit from next sale. You know what? What do we actually think of you? We think you could be good in the long run. You look okay. But again, you're 23 years old and you haven't made it. Fine. And now you're ready to move the ball to your right foot. Don't care, Moulders. To be fair, Moulders, affiliate clubs are still a thing, and we've got that affiliation with Juve. So I feel like we've got a good link there where we can get good players in, but we're now into a big break. We've got friendlies coming up. We do need to, they'll report back on the 27th of December. We do need to get rid of some players. Okay. And we need to figure out something with our tactic. Is there something different we can do here? I appreciate everyone has gone away. Let's create a new tactic. I mean, these are what they recommend us do. I don't see how we can soak up pressure. Route 1? Could we go 4-4-2? Wing play. Could we go 4-4-2? We don't really have the players for it. Free at the back. Should we try this? I mean, I've never really played free at the back. I mean, that makes our new player that we just signed completely pointless. Let's see how this looks. Let's see how this looks on us. Okay, good. Good. 4-4-2. Does anyone play 4-4-2 anymore? No, I don't think so. I wonder who this is. Increase asking price. I think we're okay on both of those. You're getting considerably worse. Okay, good. When is our next game? The 6th of January. Okay, got quite a wait. So at least we've got some of the wages off our bill. I can't remember how much we were paying you, but that's a start. We're still over the wage budget, mind you. I don't think the board are overly impressed with this. I don't think the fans are overly impressed with this, and I don't think the team is overly impressed with this. God damn it. Now what do we do? Wonder if there's any jobs available. Okay. We don't want to stand in these players' way. In fact, we want these players specifically to go. Because they're costing us a fair amount of money and not playing. Transfer window is about to open. We don't really have any ability to bring in anyone who's going to make us better. And we really need a centre half. For sure. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, so we've already got most of our players on loan are from Juve. So pretty much all of these, you're from somewhere in... Oh no, you're Juve as well. You're Arsenal. Yeah, most of our players... And we've got 2 players coming in who are on loan from Juve. What the heck? What's this? We've got these 2 guys coming in who we're starting to learn a little bit about. Who are coming in on loan as well. You know, so we're going to be heavy in midfield at this rate, but I don't think from memory, if we go to affiliates and Juve and go to their B team, for example, oh, their players seem to have come back from loans. Interesting. When we went and had a look at this, everybody was out on loan. Like, could we? You're 31 years old. Do you want to come play for us on loan, by any chance? You're having a laugh, aren't you, mate? What about you? I don't see. This is the problem. I don't know anything about them, and if we try and scout them, they cost us a lot. But could he make a difference to our defense? I've got no idea. Genuinely got no idea. I don't see how he could be worse. We could maybe base this on things like this. Transfer, make an offer. Do you want to come out on loan? Can't do anything with you. Yeah, just, that's the problem, right? And we're already at the maximum we can loan in. No, come and join us. You can't be any worse than what we've got, but you could be worse than what we've got, right? I suppose you want to come out on loan, do you? Oh, we just looked at you. I'm an idiot. What's this? Get out of the way. Oh, well, we won't look at any of these players. What's underneath? What about you? Yeah, it's so difficult to just know, right? So yeah, that's where we are with loanees. When we look at our loanees, who do we actually play? I think we play all of them, although you've been pretty shoddy. I mean, you look like you should be pretty good, but you've been pretty poor. We've been playing our other right back ahead of you, maybe rightly or wrongly. You're actually supposedly a right back. You're going to be in a team that doesn't play this position, so potentially, could we terminate your loan? I don't think so. Anyway, let's see if we've got anything good going on here. Listed players. No one wants any of these players. Fine. See if I care. Right, what have we got? No players found. Good. I mean, you look good, but we're not going to be able to afford you. Okay. Other recommended players. Hello. Salford. Are you any good? Not really. I mean, you're not bad, right? Whoops. How have I done that? Hold on. How have I done that? I mean, all round, you're just better. How much is he up for sale for? 18.5k. Can't afford you, but I think this kind of player is the kind of player that we could bring in who I think is better, but not a lot better. Why have I keep going to this meeting? Just leave me alone. Jesus. No, they didn't want to let us go on a training course, so I've just ignored it for the time being. Okay, Van der Lul. So we're going to have about 100 Loan E players, and we're not going to be able to play them all at once. I don't dare go and ask the board if I can go on a training course, just simply because of how rubbish we've been. Got a friendly coming up, and then we've got start of the new transfer window, all of those players coming in on loan. We've got some good players coming through from the looks of things. Interesting. Yeah, we could probably look for it. I think the problem being is just the sheer number of loanees we've got, and it's only going to get worse, I think. I guess we'll find out if you're any good. We can have a team full of Italian youngsters all here. Lovely. Okay. I think what we'll do is we'll get this friendly in, and then we'll get the first done, and then we'll wrap up for today, I think. I don't need this. I don't need this. Go to my inbox. Come on. Italian tools. Yep. I have no idea how our 4-4-2, I can imagine how our 4-4-2 is going to work. Nobody plays 4-4-2. I don't even know if we've got two strikers. Then yeah, Illy's chance of winning is pretty slim then if they haven't qualified. I genuinely don't know. I think I think this World Cup has been marred by a lot of things that are very crap. Let's be honest. Mainly FIFA's greed. However, I think out of the football, I mean, it's very disappointing that it is when it is, because players like Sadio Mane is not going to be there, right? Those sorts of players who you want at a World Cup are not going to be there because they're injured mid-season. Shock horror. But I genuinely think it's the most open World Cup that I can remember. When you go into a World Cup and teams like Spain and Germany aren't clear favourites, it makes it exciting. But I don't think it makes it exciting for the right reasons. It's exciting because no team have had a chance to practice with each other, you know? It's exciting because some of the teams who would normally rely on their big players, like a Ronaldo for Portugal, hasn't been playing football. It's exciting for those sorts of reasons, and they're not the reasons that you want the biggest competition to be based on, but it makes it interesting. I genuinely couldn't tell you who I think is going to win. Everywhere you look, you think, well, I heard a thing on the radio, and there was sort of, every team that you look at, with the exception of a few of them, every team that you look at, you think they have the chance to be really, really good or pretty shit. And there's each team you look at, you think it could be either of those things. There's a chance that it could be either of those things. And that's the thing that I find really interesting. I mean, look at England. We have said England were quite strong to be near the final of the tournament, I would argue, until the last few friendlies that they've played, in which case they've been terrible. And I think that's what I find really interesting about it. Just, it could go any way for any of them. We've got a load of players here whose contracts are running out. Any of them, you look like a reasonable centre-half. You look like a pretty good centre-half. I'm going to assume we can't offer you any kind of real money. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, I'm not worried about any of those contracts. We'll just let whatever happens, happens. Ideally, if we can get rid of some of those players in January and not wait to the summer, I'll be delighted. Okay, we've got a 4-4-2 formation coming up. Who the hell knows what we're going to do with this? I haven't played a 4-4-2 in years. Every football manager, I think I say this every time I talk about football manager, every football manager, I build a 4-4-2 formation and then never use it because it never works. Get better. Well done. Okay, good. I like the idea of you walking from one person going, you know what, you've been amazing in training, and then up to the next one going, you've been really shit. What are you doing? Okay. They're unhappy with training, fair enough. Um, 45 minutes, that's fine, we can do that. De Groot, De Valley. Interesting. You know what? I'll take 200 grand for him. I don't mind. Okay, good. Let's just, you know what? Fine. I don't care. We're just going into it. We'll see what happens. I don't know why I'm doing this. I can't see how I'd have the balls to play a 4-4-2 in a real live league game. There are places up for grabs. Go and impress me. I can't see how this is going to work for us. What the heck is this formation? Well, here we go. Witzelberger. I haven't even made our striker and a target man and whatever else. I should probably do that, right? Oh, he's not playing anyway, so it's fine. Ooh. Come on, Verbeek. Ooh. I think the board's objectives are just to survive, really. You know, I don't think we're looking for miracles. In fact, we said to them we could be competitive rather than just survive. And the start of that looked pretty good. But then since then, it's gone a bit downhill, as we've seen and witnessed for the last few games. Not sure how I feel about how well or badly this is going. Almost half time. What? Look at all our players standing on the 6-yard line. And Mouty, ball across. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think so. I think we're well, we're at 16th place, so only just, but I don't know if this is working. Now we're talking. Hold on. Now we're talking. Target forward. I say we're out of the relegation zone. If the same applies to... I don't even know if there is a relegation zone. There must be. If the same applies to young teams who finish bottom of the league, I don't know. They must be able to be relegated, right? I assume it's just teams getting promoted into the same... What the heck is happening? How have we hit the woodwork like 4 times? Moller. Oh my goodness. Smashed into the stand. Another corner. Here we go. We are out of the relegation zone for now, I think, based on form and based on the fact that at this stage in the season we're trying to change tactics entirely to a tactic that I don't think works. You know, it doesn't fill me with confidence in terms of managerial technique. Oh, hello. Goal. Hamouti, move him into midfield. He pops up with a goal. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe we're just getting the misses out until ready for the new season. Okay. Verbeek. Nice little ball inside like that. Oh my goodness. What was that meant to be? Does anyone know? Does anyone know what that was actually meant to be, that pass? You think you're going to play for Arsenal, mate? You're having a giggle, ain't you? There we go, like that ball. There's Mass. What are we doing? Why are we so... Oh my good lord. Verbeek is in. Moller, hurrah! There you go, Moulders. Go and put yourself in the shop window. Ah. How do you feel about that? Right. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll play the next competitive game after this one, just to see if 4-4-2 works. I'm pretty sure I know the answer, but we'll play it anyway. Last 15 minutes of this one. Mind you, I don't know who Thai are. This is why our assistant wants us to play a direct passing game, so we don't have to pass it too much. Cordoba. Barbary? Is that his name? I mean, he's deep. Van Heddle's there. One touch. Whips it past the post. Yeah, our passing, just, I don't know what it is. We get to a certain point and we're just like, no, I don't know what to do with the ball. I'm just going to lump it. Or I've passed it straight to one of their players. Chance, Moller. He's going to get there. Oh my lord. I mean, you could argue high feet. Could also argue what the defender was doing. I mean, if this was my defender, I'd be fuming. Absolutely fuming right here, look. Any kind of pressure on the ball, nothing. We try and header it, I think. It was a bit Zidane-like, yeah, you're not wrong. I just don't know what the defender's doing. He's stooping his head down to that. Why don't you just header it when it's in the air? Moller. Man of the match performance from Moller. I'm guessing it's Muller. But anyway. Well done, lads. That was a good win for us against a team I've never heard of. Excellent work. 19th in the National League of Belgium. Yep, good. Okay, we're about to get all of our influx of new players, and then we're up against a big game for us. We're 17th, they're 16th. I know I've said it about every game. This one feels pretty big. Financial update, not great. Start of the transfer window. Always working to improve the squad. I love that they just asked one question. Mid-table finish. I don't see how we do that. Really. Based on what's happening, I think we have to leave it as is, right? See, this is our objective. Attempt to be competitive, whatever the hell that means. But that's what our objective is. We've got players coming in. One of them being a new centre-half and new midfielders. Are they any good? Maybe they're not here yet. Because if they're here, they're not showing on this. Okay, let's go forward a little bit. I mean, 3 stars for you, 3.5 stars for you, 3 stars for you. We'll go and have a look at them in a second. Yeah, they look okay. I mean, we'll check them out a bit better in a second. Oh, good. Okay. We're looking for a centre half. Any of you agents out there who have anyone to offer us who don't need to be paid any money each week? That'd be great. Let's go and have a look at our new players and see how they look like they will do for us. We're looking for a better centre half. B, to summarise our overall, pleased with our overall leadership. C+, transfers the board, are pleased. Nice. Happy with the loanees. Disappointed with everything else. Okay, good. I mean, it'd be great to get one of these in, right? But can't see it. We've got 99 reports here. We'll come back to all of those. Any without a club? What the heck? Your record, what? Am I missing something here? Why are you, what? What? Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Oh, I was going to look at our young players, right? Or our players we brought in. Squad. Okay, let's have a little look. Oh, good. A left back. I don't think you're any better or worse than Van, whatever his name is. Pretty much of a muchness. A little bit worse defensively, a little bit better attacking. Better speed. Sort of. Okay, so you're okay-ish as a midfielder. What about you? Not horrendous. And then we've got you. Passing 12. Vision isn't great, but you can do a roll in the middle of the park. Like that a lot. Okay, let's see how we get on in this next game then. We'll go and see if we can get another senior affiliate. I don't know if that's going to work, but networking, senior affiliate. Good, thanks for that. Cheers, board. Appreciate it. God damn it. They're basically like, what are you doing in my office? Stop wasting my time. Yeah, I don't think they're just that interested in who we are. Get these guys up on the loan list. Ugh. He's been playing well, really? Okay. Okay. We don't want this fella. Who was the other one we were trying to get shot of who is spending quite a lot of money or costing us quite a lot of money? You, right? Yeah, you do get a fee for having a senior affiliate. Start the press conference. How proud are you to welcome? I'm delighted. Anything the capture of Santi for the rest of the season help. You lift us with a useful energy. How important do you think Stramaccioni having playing make such a difference? Are you confident that Stramaccioni Stram, I'm just going to call him Stram, can produce when it matters in the big games? I certainly hope he can make a big contribution. Also speaks Italian. It's important for players. Do you think it's a problem? He can play football, and that speaks loudest. We're not worried. Okay, good. Itchy eyeballs. Okay. Let's just get to this next game. I'd really like to be able to get rid of some players in this window, but I don't see how that's going to happen. And more sports scientists. Good. Good. How many do we need? What do they actually do? Jeez. I'm very worried about this 4-4-2. I'm really worried about it. I don't think it's the tactic for us. Oh, come on. I don't think... I'm worried about doing that persuade to find a new club just simply because it could upset the rest of the team. If they think that we're mistreating them. Yes, I'm a little bit worried about that. We'll not do that. I'll let you get on with making your decision then. Fine. You know what worries me? When you sign a new scout, they come in with no previous... Well, the ones we signed came in with no previous scouting knowledge whatsoever. Any players. What are they doing? They didn't come in and say, you know what? I've seen this player and I think he might be good. Oh, you know what? There was something I wanted to look at. Rosenborg. I can't remember the player's name, and he might not be in it because we might not have had all of our Skelbred. Nice. I don't know what the player's name was, but there was a player, I think it was Rosenborg, who scored a hell of a goal this season. Or this year. And Nistelrooy sings Muller's praises. Thanks. Rude. Okay. Here we go. 4-4-2, bringing it back into football. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not confident. They think Dylan should start this match. Well, we're not listening to the assistant. What we got? Van der Vinden, Stram, Hamauti, Sasanti, Baron Chia, Connings and Muller. Poacher, yes. Target forward and poacher. That's what we're talking about, right? That is what we're talking about. Do we go floated crosses? I don't know. Let's just stick with mix, shall we? Here we go. Van der Vinden is pretty tired. Connings is pretty tired. Don't care, you're both playing. You can go on the bench. Okay, good. Well, number 13, number 16, number 17. Nice. Here come the Juve boys. Our whole team is made out of basically Juve youth players. Go out there and make me proud. You know what? Go out there and make me proud. You know what? Go out there and make me... Oh, you don't care. Okay, good. Big game. Against the team that are around the same sort of place as us. New tactic. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, boys. They've got Clivert playing for them. We're in trouble. "25 minutes in, they've had all of the ball. Go on, Hamauti. We're getting bursting down the line. Ball in. Connings is not there. Can confirm. Ooh, a little unlucky not to win that back and spring some kind of counter attack. Where did he run from to catch us out like that? Not sure where he ran inside from to give himself that much space. Well done, Keeps. Anything you don't want to do to get more of the ball in this game? Anything at all? Let's try and demand more if they don't score in this instance. Oh no. Just one ball across and they're in. There it is. Ooh. We don't look even any more solid. I will say that. I can't see 4-4-2 working. Not in an actual competitive game. So we've been terrible. 38% of the possession. I can't stick with that. I'm sorry. We've got to do something different, right? This might be silly. This is what got us where we wanted to be in the first place, right? Our whole left side has been booked. Bloody Moulders, I don't want you on the team. Oh. Okay, Moulders, you're on. I hate Moulders. Look at how low knees. It's ridiculous. Okay, we made a change. See if it plays out any better for us. This is back to what was winning us games early on, but I think times have changed. Oh no, look how much space there is for him to aim at. We're getting any more of the ball? Maybe a little bit. Oh, there's a ball in behind. We've got people over. It's a deep cross. And Mouty with the header. Poor one. Not sure what that was. Cordoba. Long ranged effort. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. We might be going to attacking, but I just don't feel like we've got anything else, is my concern. Right at the very beginning of this, I've genuinely thought we don't offer a lot defensively. We don't have a lot in midfield. So maybe we just need to try and outscore. And often that's my tactic in Football Manager, is just try and score more goals than them. I know that sounds silly, but often I feel like that's kind of the Football Manager way. Moulders, I hate you so much. This is where going to attacking obviously leads us to, though. But I just feel like sometimes when a team like this, you just need to genuinely go out there and try and just score. Because if you try and defend, you're not going to keep a clean sheet. However, how the heck we've kept a clean sheet to this point, I've got no idea. But they're about to score. I'm pretty sure of that. We are offering nothing at the moment. Okay, good. Thanks for that, boys. Excellent defense you've put up there. Moller, what are you doing? Yeah, and you're possibly right. Maybe we should just be positive, but I just feel like we're at home. We've been terrible. Maybe we just need to try and change something, but it hasn't really worked either. They're just considerably on top of us in this game. And now for 15 minutes, do we just go and try and push it? Probably. Yeah, I don't really know how we get out of this funk that we're in other than push forward and try and score goals. Move. What I will say is, based on how other teams are playing, I feel like oh god, here it comes. Oh, what a save. I feel like the tactic that we're now playing is the tactic that seems to be the one that works if we can figure out how to get it working. Hang on in there, boys. I mean, I guess the plus point is at least we're battling. But it's not been great. It's really not been great. This is where we nick it though, right? And this changes our season when we get one goal. That was the chance, right? That was absolutely the chance. One last attempt. Kick it in the box. Do not let the whistle blow. Here we go. Chance. Oh no, blow the whistle. Phew. Okay. Well, they made all of those subs at the last second. Okay. Well, you know what? I mean, I'd absolutely have taken a draw at the start of this, right? It stops the rot at least. You know, they were by far the better team. Considering this is the halfway point, at least look at the difference where, you know, we could have got something out of this game, but it took until whatever this minute is to actually get anything working offensively. He didn't play well, but I'm happy with the result. That seems fair. Yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, this tactic that we're playing, when you look at the teams that we've played against, they're all playing this or one with a very narrow midfield. You know, this sort of a diamond, I guess. We did feel we were fortunate. Secure a playoff spot? What? Already? Let's go and have a look at the league. We're slipping again. I don't know what the... Oh, is there relegation? Promotion. Don't think there is relegation. 6 teams qualify for the playoffs. Top 2 teams win. These 4 guys are unavailable for promotion. I don't think we can get relegated. Am I right? I guess so. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know what we do. We've hit this kind of massive kind of pothole in the road, and it's steered us off course. The only thing I can think of doing is getting back to what we were doing to begin with, which is this, right? Oh, is this. And then just tweaking it to be a more positive than attacking, and then maybe look at the individual roles and say, is there anything we can do for any of these that's going to help us? You know, we've got some reinforcements in. We'll just see if this works any better for us. I think that's all we can do now. But our next game that when we come back is going to be the second round of the cup. Anything we do in the cup will be beneficial, I think. But we're gonna wrap up now. Thank you very much for joining us. Cheers, Alex. I appreciate you you sticking around. And yeah, if you're new around here, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Thank you.